Yes, level biology 9700, paper 2, variant 3, May, June 2025. Question number 1. And question number 1 is Ranunculus is a group genus of dicotyledonous plants that include more than 1600 species. So figure 1.1 is a photomicrograph of a transverse section through part of a root of the Ranunculus species. Name the cells labeled A and B, and ranunculus species root has been shown. And the star-shaped, in roots, the star-shaped xylem vessels are there. So here you can see that the star-shaped xylem is in the center, and between the limbs of these stars, there is phloem vessels. So question is, name the cells labeled A and B. A, this is the endodermis. And they have highlighted one cell. So this is endodermal cell. And B, xylem vessel element. So they have labeled one cell. So this is the next question is the procambium. Procambium tissues has been shown in the diagram. So the procambium tissues consist of stem cells, suggest a role of the precambium tissues in the roots of this part. Procambium tissues, as they have told, consist of stem cells. Stem cells, they have ability to differentiate into other cells. So procambium means a primary meristem, a tissue consisting of undifferentiated stem cells that give rise to primary vascular tissue. So its primary role, as it is positioned between the primary xylem and primary phloem in the root, is to differentiate into primary xylem and primary phloem the plants. And what are the xylem and primary phloem? So they are the conducting tissues. So in older roots of dicots, the procambium remains meristematic and contributes to the formation of the vascular cambium, which is responsible for secondary growth by producing secondary xylem and phloem. So I'm going to write the role of procambium is to differentiate into the conducting tissues. Means primary xylem and primary phloem. Next question. Some species in the ranunculus genus are xerophytes. Xerophytes are those plants which grow when there is deficiency of water. So they have less water, they need to survive in less availability of the water. So the leaf adaptations primarily focus on reducing the rate of water loss through transpiration. As they grow in the desert, so they need to reduce the water evaporation in that high temperature problem. So I would like to write that the one they should have a thick waxy cuticle. Thick cuticle, the protective waterproof waxing layer covering the dermis of the leaf. So thickened cuticle creates a much greater barrier and diffusion distance for water molecules, maintaining water loss directly from the leaf surface via evaporation. So on the other hand, the second can be the sunken stomatas or stomatas in pits. So the stomatas are located in small pits or depressions below the leaf surface, often in chambers containing hairs. So the structural arrangement traps humid air above the stomatal pores, creating a layer of still moist air. So this significantly reduce the water potential gradient between the inside of the leaf and the outside air, thereby slowing down the rate of water diffusion. So reduced leaf surface area, the leaves are modified to spines or needles directly reduces the total area from which water can be lost. And hair leaves, trichomes, hair straps a layer of moist air reducing the airflow and the water potential gradient similar to sunken stomatas. So I have to write only two adaptations. I have told you the many. I will write all, but on these given space, I will try to write only two. That is the first one is the adaptation is the thick waxy cuticle. Cuticle is a protective waterproof waxy layer covering the epidermis of leaf. So explain explanation is a thickened cuticle creates a much greater barrier. Greater barrier and diffusion distance for for molecules for molecules minimizing water loss. Second adaptation can be the sunken stomatas. Sunken stomatas are located located in small pits or depression. Below the leaf surface. The structural arrangements trap humid air above the stomatal pore, creating a layer of still moist air, which reduces the which reduces the diffusion by slowing down. So other adaptations can be number 3 as reduced leaf surface, reduced leaf surface area by modified leaves. Trichomes. So all of these adaptations are helpful to reduce the water evaporation in those plants which grow in desert areas. So these are very beneficial for them. So they have adapted their life according to their environment because the very high temperature is in those areas. So it was all about the question number 1. Please like, share and subscribe my channel to watch more videos on this paper. Thanks for watching.